Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for passing by. Thank you so much for subscribing. And thank you very much for watching my videos. You are greatly appreciated. Now, I've done the video on stock Ashley and Russian beef, and many persons have been adding their 2 cents to it. So I get a broader scope of what is really taking place because I ask if there is more to this story. You can let me know. Persons have made their comment that it's leading back to Alkaline. So I guess Stock Ashley and Alkaline have been associated somewhat through music, and that's where the bad blood is actually coming from. Now, in spite of all of that, like I said, there is a professional way to do something, whether you like the artist or agree with the artist or whatever the case may be. There's still a professional way, but I guess when persons come by money, then they don't need respect anymore. For some reason, they believe respect is not no longer needed. They believe that all respect goes through the window. You can say just about anything to anybody. You can feel froggy because the world boss is now a free man. So you're piggybacking on, I guess, his entourage or his musclemen. So you can say just about anything to anybody and get away with it. And that's I guess the mentality that Russian is running with, because I'm saying that at the end of the day, there's some sort of professionalism that is required. If you're a producer, you're also a businessman because you're going into it to what? Make money. So I was kind of surprised at the fact that there were so many women out there who were agreeing with Russian, and it's like they were glad to see the tearing down of another black woman. And I said that the continuous negative stereotype that is being perpetuated in the media is highly, highly dependent on a lot of black women who continues the negative stereotype. And this is a prime example. They cry out that men abuse them. They cry out they are not respected. They are the most disrespected, all of that. Yet you are here supporting the disrespect of another black woman. So if you do not like to be abused, why are you supporting it? If you do not like to be disrespected, why are you supporting an unprovoked disrespect by Russian to Stock Ashley? Because you don't like her. What is it about Stock Ashley that no one liked? She is very unproblematic. Not only that, she is talented, and she was actually doing something that centers around her talent. So I find it rather strange, but I realize that there are a lot of persons out there who are just salty, unhappy, sad. They have a mundane life. There isn't anything that's going on with them. They lack talent. They lack a whole lot of things, a hobby that would help them to launch or to stand out or to be their own individual, or they don't know how to be creative to gain attention. And so they just project their misery onto other persons. So like I said, the negative stereotype of black women being problematic, being difficult to work with, being miserable, being overbearing, overly aggressive, and all of these type of things continues because black women are the one who push it. You understand? And this is something that needs to be talked about. There needs to be a discussion on it. I believe strongly that I need to go live and I need to have persons share their thoughts on it and put forward facts coming with evidence, case studies and all of these type of things. I think it's really brewing, and a discussion is really needed. A wholesome discussion around it is really needed. We need to find a place where we can be supportive of each other. You can't possibly be about female empowerment and your female empowerment is about helping out a man sexually, and you should embrace it, because that's the only thing I see that female empowerment is being centered around. Female empowerment is not being centered around promoting a talent, supporting a female who's trying something, who have goals, who have ambition. She's trying. So you'll be supportive of her. She speaks on the pain that she's going through, and you're there to not necessarily be a friend, because you don't have to be a friend, but you offer some sort of comfort via words. We have to do better. We have to do better. You will find white women doing and saying a lot in the media, but when it comes to the nitty-gritty, especially when it intertwines with other races or other races of even men, they are very supportive of each other. Now, I'm not saying that you should support or promote bad behavior, but all I'm saying is that I don't see what could have warranted Russian to behave that way unless, of course, it's coming from Alkaline and he's also a colorist. So once again, the black woman is an easy target, and he believes that he's within his right to say just about anything to her and be outright disrespectful for absolutely no reason. But with that being said, I'm moving on to the whole Masicka situation. I did a video on it, and of course, I've spoken out about Masicka releasing his album in 2023. He had the entire 2024 where he should have been pushing it, have his media houses or his persons in media coming and speaking on it, speaking on his show, help him so he can what? He can what? Upgrade his booking prices and all of these type of things, possibly get endorsements, do some promotion. And it was clouded because Vybz Kartel was released in 2024. So it dimmed his light. But Masicka should have done something that Alkaline did. Alkaline pushed New Rules Festival in 2025, and it intertwined with Vybz Kartel show. So at a point, persons were actually comparing Alkaline shows selling out to Vybz Kartel shows selling out, regardless of the crowd, regardless of Vybz Kartel booking fee. So Masicka should have used a moment while he was pushing Generation of Kings, when Vybz Kartel was released, and just go on a live or upload a video snippet bigging up Vybz Kartel, One Love, saying something and speaking of a particular moment, and intertwine his Generation of Kings album in it, promote it and all of these type of things, arrange to meet up with Vybz Kartel and do all of that. I don't know why he didn't. I am not sure. Maybe there is, in fact, some bad blood that is there, but he just remains silent. I'm not sure why you would want to do that at a time when you are having an album that is on the line. So I would think that you would have created or tried to generate an energy for yourself around it, whether it is negative or positive. You are pushing an album and you want sound, you want a feedback from the mass of the people. And so I thought that Masicka should have used the element of being strategic like Alkaline and try to incorporate his album promotion with the entire aura of Vybz Kartel, the social media, the interviews, him and see them, him going places, going to the gym, going to the doctor, going to arranging for his concerts. Masicka should have find a way wherein he could incorporate his album, or you have to be creative because you have to. I'm sorry. You have to be creative. It is a requirement. If you are not creative or you have creative people in your corner, then it simply doesn't make sense. You need creative people in your corner that has the same vision for your success as you. This is the reason why Rihanna is a billionaire. This is the reason why so many persons out there are extremely successful, because the persons who are in their corner, whether they are hired individual or their close friends or family, they are people who have the same goal for his success as he does. The people in Rihanna's corner have the same goal for her success as she does. So no matter how high she sees herself, or how far she believes she can go, the persons who are in her corner are willing to take her there, because guess what? It's cha-ching-ching in their pocket. You understand? All of Rihanna's friends are millionaires. Every last one of them. All of them are millionaires. All her family members are millionaires. They are doing well, because all of them just came together and decided that, listen, our goal is to see the success of her because it's more money for us. And so that is what Masicka's team needed to have done to promote the Generation of Kings. But like I said, and even if his fan base is Gaza, it would be even a prime moment to incorporate it. You understand me? But at the end of the day, you can't stand on your own and be your own individual. If there is some bad blood, you just have to what? Stay in recluse or plead the fifth, not say anything. You understand? And so it's just an unfortunate situation for you. That's only that much advice I can give, and I'm really sorry about it. Now we have Neko Fire coming out and saying that Masicka is being in his DM, threatening him, saying that he should be careful. And Neko is striking back at Masicka, and he's saying that he's not afraid of him. He's from Spanish Town, all of these type of things. There's no swamp there, so he's not afraid of crocodile or anything like that. And, you know, if Masicka doesn't want to wear Alkaline, he needs to go and find Alkaline and go and clash with him or you understand me, go and answer, go and say what you have to say about Vibes Cartel. Go and answer other people, because there's so many persons out there who have disrespect him and saying that he's a coward. Why is he targeting Nuffy and also Neko Fire? Because he somewhat, according to Neko, believe that they are weak fence. And so Neko Fire is actually striking back. But Neko Fire said something that stood out like a sore thumb. He said that if you don't want to clash Alkaline, or you don't want to go up against any other artists out there, then he has some bad artists that he's going to send out to go after you, that are going to diss you. He has some bad artists that are out there. And didn't I say this when I spoke on Mavado and Vibes Cartel being crowned, and I gave my advice that Vibes Cartel being crowned is the last thing that he wanted. And he took a shot at Mavado, and I said, Mavado, do not answer, because if you answer, you won't win, because the energy is around Vibes Cartel at this moment. However, there are two things Mavado can do. Mavado can start some major collabs with major artists out there and work with the media to put himself out there back. Or he can invest heavily in an upcoming talent, heavily, and carry that talent to the top, like what they did Shensia, and have him go after Vibes Cartel. That can set him apart, that can make him stand out, that can put him a game ahead. Just invest in a new talent. And this is what I said. And here lies Neko echoing the same thing, that if Masicka do not want to clash, then what he's going to do is get his bad artists to go up and diss him in a song. And I said it, if you guys are out there and you're drawing subs, pulling sub, taking shots at each other, sneak dissing each other, making subliminal attacks and all these type of things, eventually someone is going to pull for an artist unknown, and they are going to diss you. They are going to diss any one of you giants out there, whether it be Vibes Cartel, whether it be Alkaline, whether it be Mavado, whether it be Masicka, whether it be Idonia. Somebody's going to come out and even strike all of you. And then they are going to be a foot ahead. No, you are going to come out of the woodwork. Because this game is not like that. I have said that maybe these artists are way past it, and they want to just put out some music and live their life and enjoy a moment of it. Yes, that can be true also. But at the same time, you cannot be throwing constant sub at each other, and you're putting a song and leaving the mass of the people to figure it out. Eventually, somebody's going to strike direct. And if you guys aren't interested in doing it, then a person's going to push an upcoming artist to strike y'all down. Because that's just how the game is. Like I said, what happened with Slim Jesus, you can't be rapping about one thing and then you're well-behaved. And it seems like I said, Masicka, you are behaving like you're a well-behaved student. You're not about that life. You just have the ability to write some songs and put it out there. And that's why most of them so monotonous. Even when you listen to Scope, yes, it's nice, have a cling to it. It's lyrical. That's it. It's lyrical, but it's somewhat following. Like your 8 bars are the same. And then you're going into the verse, and when you go into the verse, you change it. But I think the next 16 bars are the same. So that's why I said it's monotonous. You understand? But, you know, I'm not going to hold it against him. Maybe that's his niche. Probably that's how he just does his thing. You understand me? But at the end of the day, like I said, if you guys are not clashing, people are going to send out new artists after you guys, and they're going to come for your head. Because remember when Lady Saw was out there, Spice always said she's not going to clash with Queen Paul or Macka Diamond. She's going to go for Lady Saw. She's going for a giant. And that's what happens. Nicki Minaj went after Lil Kim. They go after a giant because they see something and they want it. No matter how you believe that nobody else is going to get a crown, and you can say anything that you want to say now. But when you get down into it, people see something and they want to go after it. People want to make a name for themselves. Not everybody is just in music to become a millionaire and that's it. There are people out there who want to be a millionaire, but they also want to stamp a name for themselves and also carve a lane for themselves. And so you guys have to just be careful. The seat is never that comfortable. It is never that comfortable, especially when it comes to dancehall. Remember, like I always say, it's a highly competitive field and it's male-driven, ego-driven. And you guys made it that way, not me. You guys made it that way. So you just have to deal with the predicament or deal with whatever ramification that it comes with. But that's all I have to say. Thank you for your time. Enjoy your day. God bless you. Bye-bye.